What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the IT Express podcast show. I'm your host, Dave Cooper, and today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood, underrated, and quite honestly, life saving tools in the Microsoft 365 world, OneDrive. A lot of people use it without really knowing what it does, or they avoid using it because they think it might lose their files, or worse, they've clogged their PC with duplicate sync folders and they just don't know why everything is running so slow. Today, we're going to fix all of that. This is episode 11, Best Usage for OneDrive. And by the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly how to use OneDrive for personal life, maybe even business life, backups, sharing, collaboration, photo management, mobile uploads, and troubleshooting. In a world powered by technology, where devices crash, networks fail, and confusion reigns, one podcast dares to make sense of it all. When the jargon gets dense, when the screens go dark, when you need answers fast, there's only one place to turn. From the front lines of IT to the devices in your hands, this is the show that breaks down the complicated, simplifies the impossible, and puts the power of technology back where it belongs, with you. Get ready to understand. Get ready to take control. Get ready for the IT Express podcast show, making technology simple for everyone. Your journey starts now. Let's start simple. What exactly is OneDrive? OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud storage and sync system. But practically speaking, it's your file safety net, your automatic backup plan, your mobile photo vault, your collaboration engine when you're working with others, your device to device bridge for keeping your data consistent. Now, there are two versions, and people mix them up all the time. There's a OneDrive Personal for your home, family, photos, private documents. For that one, you get 5 gigs of storage space. And in your system tray in the bottom right-hand corner of your desktop where the clock is, that would be the white cloud OneDrive symbol. Then there's the OneDrive for Business. This is the one that is tied to a Microsoft 365 work or school account, fully managed by an organization. Most 365 business plans, like Business Basic, Standard, Premium, or even Enterprise, include 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage per user. And under special conditions, you can actually get up to 25 terabytes of space per user. But this is often only for much larger organizations. And the business OneDrive, that's the blue OneDrive cloud in your system tray. If you take away one thing from this episode, let it be this: your personal life belongs in OneDrive Personal. Your work life belongs in OneDrive for Business. Please never mix those two together. This avoids 90% of "why is my OneDrive broken" type of issues. Okay, let's set up this thing the right way. Whether you're on Windows 10, 11, or even a Mac, the steps are basically the same. Step 1, sign in. Make sure you're signing in with the correct account. Personal for personal files like, John Doe at Outlook.com. and your work for work files. Usually your businesses or company that you work for, uh, company domain name. Turn on your known folder backups. This backs up your desktop, documents, and pictures automatically. Zero effort. If your PC dies tomorrow, those files will live on. Look for that Manage Backup button in your OneDrive settings. That saves storage space, bandwidth, and performance. Choose which folders are always kept on the device. And this should only be used for current projects, offline work, and critical documents. Everything else, leave it as online only. Set up your folder strategy carefully. On the personal side, set up folder structures for family, finances, photos, projects, receipts, medical, insurance. Simple, clean, but logical. If you're using the business side, don't get this confused with the personal one, okay? In the business side, you also have a personal OneDrive. That is you at the business, not you as a private individual. Again, the personal one will be the white cloud. The business side will be the blue cloud. Use your personal OneDrive for drafts and temporary files. Use the SharePoint and Teams for team files. Never keep shared team files in your own personal OneDrive. Files on demand is the feature that makes OneDrive actually usable on modern laptops with limited storage. You'll see little icons next to your files. The cloud icon, online only. If you have a green outline check, downloaded when needed. That would be a white circle with a check mark inside of it. If you have a solid green circle with a check mark inside, that means that file or folder is set to always available offline. The biggest mistake I normally see is people mark an entire folder as always keep. And that forces OneDrive to fill up your hard drive and sync constantly. My rule, only keep files locally if you're actively working on them. And this also minimizes sync issues, especially on laptops that use smaller solid state drives. So let's talk sharing. And this is where most users accidentally overshare or undershare their files. For personal OneDrive, it's best for sending photos, sharing a folder with your spouse, giving your accountant access to tax documents, and sharing large videos. Recommended settings, share it with specific people. Pick which ones can view unless they absolutely need to edit. Set an expiration date for temporary access. For the business OneDrive, here's my rules. For long-term teamwork, use Teams or SharePoint. For sending a quick file, sharing from your OneDrive is fine. For sensitive content, use people in your organization or specific people only. Do not use the anyone with a link can edit. Just don't. And this is the part that no one ever talks about until they need it. Version history. If you right click on any file, go to OneDrive and then version history, you can actually roll that back to any point in time. And this goes for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, even PDFs, images, and videos. And this alone has saved me numerous times from accidental overwrites, bad edits, sync conflicts, and oops, I deleted half the spreadsheet moments. Last case scenario is a OneDrive restore. And this option does require a Microsoft 365 subscription, not the free Outlook.com account. But this is the nuclear option. It lets you restore your entire OneDrive to a prior date, even a custom date and time. Ransomware, accidental mass deletion, a child deciding to reorganize your entire life, or a sync meltdown. A restore fixes it. Now, let's not forget your phone. The OneDrive mobile app is one of the most underrated tools on your phone, and you should always enable your camera uploads. Automatically backs up all of your photos and your videos. And one of the items that you should always use, but most people don't, document scanning. It's perfect for receipts, contracts, medical papers, tax documents. It auto crops and saves it to a clean PDF that you can always view later. Try your offline files. You're traveling, flying, going off grid? Mark files offline ahead of time. Quick sharing through your phone's menu share menu. Send them to whoever you want. Now, OneDrive, Teams, and SharePoint, we'll try to explain those pretty simply here. Here's the architecture in the simplest possible terms. Your OneDrive is your personal workspace, your drafts, your temporary files, your specific private documents. SharePoint is for the team or organizational workspace, long-term files that survive all the employee turnover. Teams, Microsoft Teams, that's the interface for SharePoint. Every team has a SharePoint library behind it. And one golden rule, if more than one person needs access to a file, store it in the team, not in your OneDrive. This prevents permission issues, lost files when an employee leaves, and duplicate documents just floating around. Now for a little bit of performance tips. Some pro-level recommendations. Keep your synced libraries small. Only sync what you need. Pause syncing before you copy a huge folder, move around some large libraries, or install a major update. Also, don't keep your Outlook OST file in one of the synced folders. That will prevent your OneDrive from syncing completely. Don't sync an entire team unless necessary. Use Add Shortcut to OneDrive for commonly used folders. And don't mix your locations. Keep your work on your work OneDrive, keep your personal on your personal OneDrive. Local folders, keep those out of sync unless intentional. So here's a little bit of rapid fire troubleshooting. If you have a red X on a file, check for illegal characters, an asterisk, a colon, question mark, less than, greater than, that little vertical pipe symbol that's right above your enter key, forward slash, backslash, and quotes. Another issue, paths are too long. Keep nested folders to a reasonable length. No sense in naming a folder an entire chapter, okay? Keep the folders nice and tidy. Your file is locked. Remember what we was talking about with the Outlook OST file? Anytime you have Outlook open, if that file is being synced, your OneDrive will not sync. Close the app, wait 60 seconds, try it again, or save a document as a new version. OneDrive stuck syncing, pause it and resume it, or quit your OneDrive completely and relaunch. If you're running out of low disk space, right-click on some folders or files and select the Free Up Space option. That will delete your locally cached copy, but your cloud copy always stays there. If you're missing files, check your recycle bin. Check your second stage recycle bin if you're using the business account. Try a restore. Best practices summary. Personal best practices. Use your OneDrive for photos. Use Scan for receipts. Use a very simple but logical folder structure. Use your version history often. Share intentionally, not just random. Business best practices. Work drafts in your OneDrive. Team files in SharePoint and Teams. Avoid the anyone can edit type of link. Use labels if your org has them. Sync only what you need. Now, if you want a OneDrive best practices PDF, a setup checklist, or a troubleshooting quick guide, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to generate something like that for you and send it to you. And if your OneDrive is currently a mess, you're getting sync errors everywhere, duplicate folders, strange icons showing up, I can walk you through cleaning it up step by step in another episode or a custom guide. And if you need one on one assistance with your SharePoint or OneDrive setup, send us an email at support@itexpressfl.com. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Well, everyone, that wraps up episode 11, Best Usage for OneDrive. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And if you found this episode helpful, follow the show, leave us a rating, and share it with anyone who needs a better relationship with their cloud storage. I'm Dave Cooper. This is the IT Express Podcast Show, and I'll catch you in the next episode.